Good afternoon. It is the 12th of October. I'm currently just on a field, as you can probably tell. It is Monday, so this is my RDO, my rostered day off. I just want to do a quick update, I guess, on as a fly trying to go up my nose. Do a quick update on what I've been up to, how I've been, etc. So I've just that cheeky shit. So I've had 2 weeks at work. I've had 8 days. I don't know how badly the wind is, how badly the wind is affecting this. But yeah, I've had 8 days at work. First was because the first day off was because there's an RDO like today, and the second one was a Monday just gone where I got to work, and the boss, we sat there for about an hour, and the boss finally says, "Okay, go home. It's raining. It's not going to stop." I went home. 2 hours later, it stopped raining, and still stayed at home. Hopefully, I get paid for the day. Although my boss did kind of seem to, what do you call it, say that I wouldn't be getting paid. Seemed to express that I wouldn't be getting paid. I've been alright. Yeah, I've been getting up at 4 AM every weekday. What the tits? These fucking flies, man. Or this fly. Very persistent. Resilient. And yeah, even this weekend, well, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I've been getting up between 4:15 and 4:45 each day, which has been good actually. I've been getting stuff done in the morning, and I've had less anxiety in the mornings. Today and Saturday and Friday night, I experienced quite a good deal of anxiety. It was like, it was just quite simply, I had a lot of time and I didn't know what to do with it, and that just exacerbated my anxiety, because I was like, oh well, if I've got just a bit of time and I'm getting this anxious because I've got free time, then what does that say about my mental state? And that started getting me worse. Just unnecessary things. So yeah, I've resumed a project that I was doing a few months ago, which I won't talk about because I don't want to discuss it and set myself some expectation. But it's not writing or anything like that. I've been writing a good amount, and I'm just hoping that I can basically develop a good routine and get my eating sorted. My eating for the last couple of months has been good, but Saturday I had my first binge, where I literally went through 15 bananas, and all I had for food that day was porridge, bananas, and then just some plain wholemeal wraps. I eventually threw the last one away in the bin. I didn't feel massively bloated, but I was just eating because I was very anxious. I'm not sure why I was anxious. I think it was because I'd been pretty damn productive that day, but it got to 2 PM. I mean, by 2 PM I'd been up nearly 10 hours. I got to 2 PM. I'd learned some Norwegian, done some of my project, done writing, meditated. I don't know if I cooked. I hadn't cooked by then. No, I hadn't cooked properly. That was yesterday. But I'd been productive, and then I was just like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Should be productive. I tried to just relax and just watch TV. I couldn't just stay occupied by that. When I'm watching TV, it's like I'm aware that I'm kind of killing time. I don't know. It's strange. It's like even when I'm doing productive things like writing, meditating, studying and whatever, after that I don't feel like, oh, I've earned a break. It's only when I've done a full day at work, physically labouring, that I feel like I've earned a break. I went shopping yesterday and I didn't buy any bananas, I didn't buy any bread or cottage cheese, so I can't actually really eat anything simple, anything that's easy to prepare. So I'm hoping that will force me next week to cook a lot more in the evenings, and thus not eat out of anxiety, because what I tend to do is I'll start feeling anxious, and then my first port of call really is to eat. I've been doing well over the last 2 months, but as I say, Saturday I didn't do very well at all, and I went straight to food. But hopefully now, as right now, which is, you know, the cause of this walk and the cause of this video. You know, I'd done quite a bit of work this morning. I had a nearly 2-hour conversation with a friend I haven't spoken to in a good few months. And what else did I do? I don't know what else I did today. I did a little workout. I did some Norwegian, half an hour Norwegian or so. I cooked some protein pancakes, and I started getting pretty damn anxious. And I can guarantee that because I was actually genuinely quite hungry, I would have gone and eaten. But all I did was eat some of what would have been my lunch anyway, which is this Thai curry I made yesterday, and then I went for a walk, because I can't really binge on Thai curry. It's not as addictive, let's say, as toasted or sweet bananas or something like that, you know. So I went on a walk, as I am, you know, here I am now. So hopefully I can kind of continue this, and I do hope that over the next few months I can lose some weight. I learned nice, that's quite the accidental crotch shot, isn't it? I learned that I won't be able to live with my dad and his partner when I get back, because my dad's snoring so bad that my dad and his partner aren't sleeping in the same bed. He's actually sleeping in the bed I was sleeping in, the room I was sleeping in when I was living with dad's partner. So I'm going to have to live with my mum. And hopefully, I don't know, just that when I've done that before, my sister has made it very difficult for me, or yeah, it's been very difficult for me to live there because of the abundance of like shit food, like cereal and everything, and snacky crisps and stuff, and chocolate bars, and also just the environment is very tense and anxiety inducing for me, and uncomfortable, unfortunately. So I don't know what I'm going to do when I get back home. I really don't know, actually. I'm going to have to think about it. Maybe I'll just go on a very extended cycling trip and just stay wild camping in Scotland after I do my trip with Elliot for a while. Like, instead of going on the train with him back to Edinburgh, I might just stay cycling up there and go about on my own for a month, which is a very long time just to be camping in the Scottish wilderness. But I'll see, especially in March or April, and then I'll be going hopefully to Norway. I have every intention of doing that. But yeah, by the end of next year, hopefully I get myself to some point where I'm financially free. Maybe I will. I mean, I guess I kind of give it away a bit here. If you can link 2 and 2, and if you know a bit about my history over the last few months, over the last 6 months, let's say, if you've been following my videos. But hopefully I can work on myself doing this project I'm currently undergoing when I get back in January, February and March, when I'm at home. If I can continue working on that, then I've got the chance to be financially free in just over a year's time, depending on how long I stay in Norway and things like that. Maybe not financially free, but earning my own income, doing my own stuff, you know, self-employed, let's say. That's kind of the intention. I've gone back to doing that. I've gone back to working on this project, simply because I realised that what hindered me doing it last time, what hindered me continuing it sustainably, was my own neurosis, was my own neurotic nature. And when I was feeling anxious, when I was doing it last week and I was getting anxiety, I did question, like, oh, do I really want to do this? Can't I just focus on something else like writing and try to make it as a writer? And I realised that it's not the actual project itself which is so anxiety inducing. It's actually just something deeper than that. It's my own neurotic nature, my own neurotic behaviour, my mindset, my anxiety. So kind of realising that, it helped me, well, realise that I shouldn't just give up. I shouldn't just stop doing it, because it's not what I'm doing which is making me anxious. It's kind of, even though, yeah, that's exacerbating and sort of introducing and instilling anxiety, the anxiety is already latent, if that makes sense. You know, that this project isn't the reason I'm anxious, it's just bringing out the anxiety. So the anxiety is still going to be there, the mental state is still going to be there, but just as a more latent state. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of want to. One of the reasons I want to do this Norway thing is because it's another massive personal project, and I'll be doing a lot of exercise each day and spending a lot of time outside, and hopefully getting a shit ton of my own space. I think that's kind of it. I don't really want to talk too much more. I don't really know what I've talked about over the last 10 minutes, but apparently I've talked about 10 minutes worth of stuff. So I think I'll leave it at that. Yeah, I guess I'll add in quickly, I'm saving a good amount of money. I'm not investing anymore. I've got £4,000 invested, and I don't plan to invest anymore because I want to go back to the UK with about 8.5 to 9 grand GBP, which I'll use to then buy my cycling stuff, all my tickets to, train tickets, to fund Scotland, fund Norway, and then hopefully to keep me afloat so I don't have to jump into a job that I don't enjoy. Ideally, yes, I would be investing more. However, I just can't do that at the moment, because even though, yes, it might benefit me in the long run to put a few more grand into my investment account, my investment portfolio, I think I'll actually benefit more by abstaining doing that, by restraining doing that, and having the money as like a security vest, a life jacket. Otherwise I'll just get anxiety about feeling I have to work when I get home, etc., and thus not being able to pursue things that are more meaningful for me, which thus may actually benefit me in the longer term, because this idea of buying some kind of house in Norway, with or without Elliot, is something that I still find very appealing. And call it fantastical as you may, it's a possibility, and something like that would be incredible and kind of a bit mind-blowing, especially if I could get it done properly. I mean,